Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Meet the Advisor series, where we introduce a real estate advisor every week and ask a few questions about them. This week we have Kyle. Hi, Kyle.
Hello, everybody. Daniel.
How are you today? Can you tell us a bit about yourself and where you grew up and what your background is?
So I'm an Orange County native, born and raised here. Went to school for aviation. Most of my family's in aerospace, so I eventually gravitated towards aerospace, and that's where I spent the majority of my working life.
It's a pretty interesting background.
Yeah, they told me not to go in aerospace, and I fell into it.
So real estate wasn't your first job?
No, I've had 4 or 5 other jobs, and anywhere from my first job was a waiter at a restaurant. I guess that's where most people are waiters. And then I worked as a assembly technician for an off-road company that specialized in suspension components. And shortly after that, went to aerospace, where I spent 8 years with several companies. And now here I am today in real estate.
So what made you choose to do real estate?
Well, I've always appreciated architecture of buildings and homes, big, beautiful homes on the beach and whatnot. Nice to look at, and I was like, how do I get inside and look at these places?
Yeah.
Get my real estate license.
Yeah, make a work out of your hobby.
Right.
And what made you choose Engel Völkers?
Well, I'm married to a German national. We met out here in California during an exchange semester. She was doing at UCI, and we hit it off. Eventually, we talked about her moving back to Germany to finish her studies, and I joined her. And while I was out there, I was looking for real estate companies, and Engel Völkers is, one of the biggest, most well-known, and most prestige real estate companies in Germany. And when I found out that they had a location in my hometown, I said, this makes sense.
And that does make sense. Well, what do you value most about your job?
I get to work with and meet interesting people and great people as well. I like the freedom that it provides. I get to see, I don't go to my desk and see the same 4 walls every day, right? So change of scenery, great people, and different type of challenge.
The diversity that the job brings.
Absolutely.
So what would you say were your values working in this industry?
That's a good question. Honesty, punctuality, and authenticity would be the top 3.
So what would be your ultimate goal?
The ultimate goal and my intention for transitioning to real estate was to learn the ins and outs of the transaction and how everything's structured, because my ultimate goal is to own several cash flowing properties, whether they be commercial or residential. Ideally commercial is kind of what I'm leaning towards, to eventually replace my income, my wife's income as well, and provide enough for us to enjoy life together and spend time with each other, with family, and raise our children.
So to provide a passive income stream to do anything you ever dreamed of?
Pretty much, yeah. Within reason. I don't need a mega
Cool.
yacht, but
And what are
definitely not
3 keys to success that you're using to apply this technique?
Well, I think the 3 keys to success in general for me that would ultimately get me to my goal would be fortitude, being persistent, right? Even in challenging times. Assertiveness, knowing what you want, going after it, not settling for anything else. Speaking your intentions clearly so that others understand exactly what you expect, right? And preparation, I think, is huge. Seneca said, I'll paraphrase this, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. If you're not prepared for a great opportunity, then you can't act on it.
maybe a question to get to know a different side of you.
Okay.
If real estate wasn't an option, what would you pursue to get to that ultimate goal eventually?
Ooh, that's a good question. As of right now, real estate is my main focus. So I put all my eggs in one basket, so to speak. But if I had to choose something, I don't know, I guess Magic Mike Live or. I'm just kidding. I got a lot of work to do to get to that point.
So, what do you do in your free time?
I've been playing the guitar, playing for almost 20 years. It's just something that I enjoy. I hear a song and I'm like, oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Want to learn that. So guitar, going to the gym has been a huge part of my life. It's helped me with stress, with just staying healthy and fit and feeling good. I like being outdoors, going to the beach, hiking, anything to get out in nature and get some fresh air.
Cool. And maybe a last question for somebody trying to start out in the real estate business, what would be like tips or advice that you would have for them?
Be prepared to burn the ships, and what I mean by that is go all in. Don't test the water, so to speak. Jump in and stay the course. It's gonna get tough at times. Sometimes you'll get lucky, being at the right place at the right time, but being prepared. But for the most part, it's a challenge to get up and running. So just hang in there and give it your all.
No, thanks.
Sure.